Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück bei LA Noire. Beim letzten Mal...
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Ja, direkt hier mal die Vielfahrer-Trophäe abgeholt. Wir arbeiten jetzt aktuell an einem neuen Fall, an einer Schießerei in einem Nachtclub. Besitzer dieses Nachtclubs, ehemaliger Armee-Kollege von Cole. Und jetzt schauen wir einfach mal. Wir wollten noch ein paar Sachen überprüfen hier in der Zentrale, bevor es dann endgültig weitergeht mit den Untersuchungen.
What's going on? That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Okay. Okay, jetzt bin ich gerade trotzdem unsicher. Ist das ein normaler Fall? Also, ist das ein Standardfall oder ist es ein DLC-Fall? Mir kommt ja sowas von nicht bekannt vor gerade.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Wie gut.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Hier, mit Goldrick. Oder nach was suchen wir jetzt genau? Hier, Morphium. Nein, ach, da drüber.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. This is the crate we recovered.
Ist schön, dass direkt alles eingekreist ist für uns.
Enough to arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
Okay.
I didn't want to arrest the kid.
Hi. Oh, eine Zeitung.
Hey, can you give me a hand?
Nicht
I
die
got a
Zeitung.
hard case I need to break.
Schade. Wollte mal den Kollegen Hallo sagen. Dann eben nicht. Wo ist der Ausgang? Da lang. Ach ja, klar, das war ja auch unser Briefing Room. Okay, das heißt, wir haben jetzt ein paar Sachen herausfinden können. Und wenn Roy halt auch schon vorgeht, können wir halt auch. Hier, Roy, ich mach dir sogar die Tür auf. Guck mal. Ist das nicht nett? Bin ich nicht ein zuvorkommender Typ? Aber wir sind hier noch nicht ganz fertig. Okay, auf jeden Fall geht's weiter zum Blue Room. Da kennen sich ja beide sehr gut aus. Da führte uns ja die Spur hin von der,
So, half your old
Visitenkarte.
lackeys were on that boat, the late Mr. Goldrick included.
They weren't my lackeys.
Subordinates then, whatever you want to call them.
There were a lot of people on that boat.
Maybe you're behind this whole thing, Phelps. Wouldn't that be a master stroke? Hey, cut me in early and we'll ride this one into the sunset.
Sounds like you've got the case all sewn up, Roy. We should call it a day and go home.
And miss out on the Blue Room? I couldn't do that to you.
ich meine, das wäre richtig krass. Es wäre wirklich krass, wenn Cole einfach sagt, hier, ich bin die ganze Zeit der Strippenzieher. Aber da haben wir doch gar keine Zeit für. So viele Fälle, wie wir bearbeiten und richtig lösen und so. Es hat gar keine Zeit für Verbrechen begehen.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Das Problem ist,
Julio, sit down.
sie hätte Untersturmführer aber auch einfach richtig aussprechen können,
Why
oder? Also,
antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Head Officer. We have work to do.
na gut. Genau, hier, weil sie ist ja Deutsche. Warum macht sie dann Untersturmführer? Also, ne, das, egal. Also, deutsche Exzillantin und Nachtclub-Jazz-Sängerin. Morphium aus dem Armeevorrat.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Elsa, du machst es mir gerade richtig schwer. Vom Opfer der Schießerei. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Böser Kopf.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
Warum quatschst du eigentlich die ganze Zeit rein? Mal eine andere Frage. Okay, Opfer von Morphium-Überdosen.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh doch, das weißt du.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a
Warum
sad
labert ihr
lonely
alle
cat.
rein?
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words and very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Was hast du nur vor, Cole? 22:34. Ah. Ah. Mhm. Ich war viel zu nah auf gerade. Kurz warten, kurz warten, kurz warten und dann... Also kurz ein bisschen langsamer und dann passt das schon. Auch wenn ich das Schleichen ebenfalls sehr auffällig finde, aber... Oder solche Sachen. Sorry. Aber endlich mal kein Beifahrer, der uns die ganze Zeit voll labert mit hey, du musst aufpassen. Ist auch mal angenehm.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Sie weiß doch, dass sie verfolgt wird. Das kannst du mir doch nicht erzählen. Und Roy hat Cole beschattet. Verstehe.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
Ja, ob das so schlau war von Cole, das werden wir noch rausfinden auf jeden Fall.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Igabiva along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you gonna stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Das ist egal, ich werde sie einfach fragen.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Ich glaube doch. Ich glaube doch. Und ich kann hier nichts... Ich kann nicht beschuldigen, aber böser Kopf.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Und auch das glaube ich dir nicht.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Mhm. Freut mich jetzt schon.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Okay, krasse Schießerei.
I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Krasse Schießerei, wir sind unterwegs. Ist das jetzt direkt schon aus Mickey Cohens Feder oder ist das jetzt einfach ein richtiger Zufall? Unterwegs. Der Kollege, der da gerade links abgebogen ist, fährt aber wahrscheinlich nicht dahin. Und der auch nicht, der hat angehalten. Also, keine Ahnung, wenn schon alle Fahrzeuge angefordert sind, dann sollten irgendwie auch keine Polizeiautos einfach mitten auf dem Weg stehen. Ah, shit. Sorry. So, da sind wir. Wow. Ich habe den jetzt aber schon... Also, ganz ehrlich. Ich habe den schon ordentlich getroffen. Ich muss halt nur warten, bis er aufhört zu schießen.
Stay down.
So, warten, bis er nachlädt.
Move, I've got you.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Zu weit. Oh Gott. Was heißt zu weit? So, hoch da. War schon richtig, aber war ein sehr langer Weg einfach.
LAPD, drop the gun now.
Puh. Dann zeig mal her. Gesicht kommt mir erstmal nicht bekannt vor. An seinen Händen und an seiner rechten Hand hat er erstmal nichts. Also es ist ja klar, dass jetzt das Wichtige in der Innentasche wahrscheinlich ist. Aber nicht in der, sondern in der. Alvaro, Route 2, 17, Hollywood Sunset zwischen 12 und 14 Uhr. Combo Tisch 3.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Mhm. Mocambo Table 3. Definitiv Mickey Cohen. Und der angepeilte Zeitpunkt, wann der Bus hier vorbeikommt wahrscheinlich.
One of the BARs.
Ja. Mit 2 Clips.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Und er stand auch in den Papieren, in dem Buch von dem Scharfschützen.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Ehemaliger Marine und Fahrer eines Hollywood-Transitbusses.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Okay, dich kann ich überhaupt nicht lesen, Alter. Ich mach mal trotzdem böser Kopf.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Ich habe das Gefühl, er weiß es.
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Ich muss telefonieren. Setz dich schon mal ins Auto, Roy. Bin gleich da. Diese Telefone sind zum Glück echt überall. Von daher... Ich verstehe trotzdem nicht, warum man das nicht über einen Funk machen kann.
Phelps,
Aber,
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks.
Alles klar. Dann haben wir es. Let's go, Roy. Es war jetzt sehr unnötig, dass du dich noch dahin begeben hast. Du hättest dich, wie gesagt, einfach hinsetzen können. Dann hätten wir jetzt auch sofort losfahren können, aber nein.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Das sind alle C-Hunde, habe ich das Gefühl. Aber gut, Jack kennen wir ja jetzt ja schon aus einigen Rückblicken. Kelsos Apartment, 14:17 Uhr. Oh, schade. Aktuell, jetzt wo ich es aufnehme, ist gerade 14:15 Uhr. Schade.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Wow. Die haben sich ja wirklich gern. Es wird ein unangenehmes Gespräch, glaube ich. Ehemaliger Marine und Offiziersschulabbrecher. Okay. Morphium aus dem Armeevorrat.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Das würde ich ihm sogar glauben.
Level with me, Jack. Some of the guys stole that dope.
Eddie McGoldrick. There's your man. Case closed. Can I go now?
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Das glaube ich ihm.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Beschuldigen.
You're not a good liar, Jack. I know you want to help your guys, but this has gone too far.
If you believe I had anything to do with the theft of the BARs, or the morphine for that matter, I suggest you produce some evidence.
Ich habe das Gefühl, es ist falsch.
I've had enough of this. You're wasting my time.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Ja, und das ist der Punkt, an dem es mir jetzt reicht und ich einen Intuitionspunkt verwende, um die Community zu... Ich kann die Community nicht fragen. Ach so, der Rockstar Online Service ist im Moment nicht verfügbar. Toll, danke. Toll, wirklich. Dann nicht. Böser Kopf.
People
Nice.
are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put two and two together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Alter Schwede.
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Ja, das wollte ich auch gerade sagen. Wann sind wir denn dran?
Phelps!
Ich meine, eventuell haben wir Jack sogar das Leben gerettet gerade.
Trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Nicht da abbiegen, junger Mann. Oder junge Frau, wie auch immer. Da ist eine Schießerei. Warum sind hier so viele Leute bei einer Schießerei? Okay, die ist schon vorbei, aber trotzdem. Oh, 420, nice.
Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Halten Sie sofort den Wagen an.
Can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Oh, fuck.
Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims.
Es ist teilweise ja schon klar, wohin die fahren. Ne, ob links oder rechts.
Steer him off the tar. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Aber ich habe das Timing dazu gerade nicht. Das heißt gerade, ich habe das Timing dazu irgendwie nie.
Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
Bro, das würde viel einfacher funktionieren, wenn du mich nicht die ganze Zeit voll labern würdest mit irgendwas.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Achso, ja. Haha. Das sollten alle Polizisten machen, wenn sie jemanden angeschossen oder erschossen haben. Einfach haha und dann, naja. Schöne Pirouette. Roy, was zur Hölle? Eine Zeitung! Skandal im LAPD könnte bis ganz nach oben reichen.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term?
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
The name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
What? Also, mal davon abgesehen, Roy, was ist das denn für eine ekelhafte Aktion? Nummer 1, was ist das für eine ekelhafte Aktion? Nummer 2, Cole wird wahrscheinlich nicht darauf reagieren. Und was ist das denn jetzt für ein Zufall, dass wir das exakt dann in der Zeitung lesen, nachdem Cole auch noch... Darf ich dich erschießen, Roy? Hier an dieser Stelle. Ja. Cole hat nämlich Ehebruch begangen. Da war damals auch Strafe drauf. Kann einig... Also, da wird noch eine... Also, da wird noch mehr dazu kommen, auf jeden Fall. So, ich guck bei dir direkt in die Taschen. Mickys Treffen um 21 Uhr beim News View Gebäude. Sheldon. Mitte 20, 1,78, dunkle Haare.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Mhm. Courtney Sheldon. Okay. An der Hand hat er nix. Entschuldigung. So, jetzt, komm. Weg damit. Pack das Buch weg. Wir können nicht mal auf seine andere... Okay. Rechte Hand dürfen wir nicht. Und er hat hier noch eine Liste. Passagiernamen komplett. Michael Driscoll, Hollywood Post Office. David Hendricks. Thomas Statham. Felix Alvaro. Alles klar. Anschlagsziele. Wahrscheinlich.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Mhm. Jetzt frage ich mich natürlich, wenn Roy uns schon irgendwie verrät, wenn es um Elsa geht, ist Roy irgendwie so der... Ja, ist Roy irgendwie so der Typ für ich bin Feuerwehrmann und zünde Häuser an, die ich dann selber lösche? Damit ich schön der Erste am Tatort bin. Ist Roy so ein Typ? Würde er die Akten rausgeben an Mickey? Exakt für solche Geschichten. So, Hollywood Post Office.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Also ich steuere jetzt das Post Office an, weil der Name halt ganz oben stand. Und ich jetzt irgendwie von... Also, ne, davon ausgehe. Und es ist direkte Schießerei. Alles klar. Können wir aufhören, Polizisten zu erschießen, bitte? Kopfarbeit. Ich glaube, das war ein Headshot. Der auch. Was? Achso, oh Gott, Leute. Standen sich gerade einfach nur sehr krass im Weg.
How long do you think you can hold out?
So.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck.
Alter.
It was worth a try. God.
Becketts Geständnis. Lenny Finkelstein, natürlich.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Alter Roy. Der hat noch irgendwas? Nope. Okay, dich kann ich nicht durchsuchen. Es muss irgendeinen Grund haben, dass ich trotzdem hier lang kann. Irgendwie. Ja, da kann ich zum Beispiel nicht raus. Okay. Sehr weird. Also wie gesagt, den hier kann ich überhaupt nicht durchsuchen. Aber was kann ich denn hier... Also... Der Bereich ist wirklich nur durch die... Meine Güte, durch die Tür erreichbar. Okay. Hi.
All clear, Detective. Go to work.
Ich kann mir nicht mal die Waffe angucken. Okay, was mit dir? Treffen mit Cohen und Sheldon, 1640 North Las Palmas.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Ist aber auch echt nett von denen. Ja, okay. Ist aber auch echt nett von denen, dass die ihre Sachen halt auch immer sehr, sehr ordentlich dabei haben.
Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Danke für die Anspielung. Roy. So, So, wir suchen uns jetzt schon mal einen Ort raus, denn die Folge für heute ist schon vorbei. Es geht erstmal ins Graumanns-China-Theater. Historischer Vorhof und Gebäude des Man's Chinese Theater. Denn da soll es einen weiteren Anschlag geben. Das heißt, da könnte es auch weitere Hinweise geben. Und danach geht's zum Treffen mit Mickey Cohen. Und ich bin sehr gespannt, wie es dann weitergeht mit der ganzen Sache. Verraten von unserem Partner, nachdem wir Ehebruch begangen haben. Ihr könnt ja gerne mal nachschauen, was da für eine Strafe drauf stand damals. Und ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dahin und ciao.